I am thrilled that we are finished with 2024. Get it the heck out of here because I don't want to hear about it anymore. By far the worst year I've had in 18 years, and I'm going to explain why in this video, and a lot of you guys out there are going to be able to relate. Whether you're a company driver, owner operator, lease operator, and if you're a small fleet owner, even a large fleet owner, 2024 was brutal. Okay, I didn't go fishing, I didn't go camping, I didn't go hunting, I didn't do any of the things that I love doing. Why? Because I've been busy working 24/7.
Some of you have made even the comments that it's been so bad in trucking that Ronen lost all his hair. Well, you know what? Maybe there is some truth to that.
And honestly, probably made 1/3 of what I usually make in every other year. All right, so it's been a bad year for me. This might be a video where I complain a lot, but you know what? I'm allowed to complain sometimes. First, we'll talk about the plummeting spot market rates. Now, everybody's gonna be able to relate to this also. Whether you're a company driver, owner operator, fleet owner, small fleet owner, large fleet owner, lease operator, plummeting spot market rates has affected every single one of us in this industry. All right, so how did it affect us? We went from grossing out approximately $2.50 to $2.60 per mile. We've gone all the way down to about $2.10 per mile as a national average as a company. Now, you might think to yourself, that's 40-50 cents per mile less on every single mile. Now, that was from January all the way till about November. December, we saw a little bit of an uptick in freight rates, but overall, as a whole, 2024 spot market rates were brutal. Now, when spot market rates are brutal, the contract rates come out at much lower prices. So manufacturing plants definitely want to renew contracts at much lower prices. Now, there's nothing you can do about it, and you are locked in for the entire year. Okay, if you're an owner operator grossing $35,000 per month, and all of a sudden your gross earnings is going down to $25,000, $24,000, $23,000, that's literally 1/3 of your gross profit margins are gone. So that really affects your pockets. Now, with the decline in freight rates, we also see outrageous billable hourly rates at shops. So the cost of maintaining a truck is brutal. The parts have gone through the roof, okay? The markup on parts are crazy. So to sustain these trucks, to have them continue operating when you're done warranty or even with warranty, a lot of the things they don't cover under warranty. I mean, to operate one of these units, I mean, it costs a fortune, and the cost has gone up in 2024, did not go down in 2024. So the next thing that we were dealing with literally throughout the entire year, I mean, with some ups and downs, but definitely we were dealing with layovers. We were dealing with delays between loads. We were dealing with waiting times, frustrated drivers, okay? Doesn't matter if you have one truck, if you're an owner operator, or two or three or five, we were dealing with this constantly throughout the entire year. So definitely frustration within the drivers, and you constantly have to explain to them, guys, this is what's happening in the market. It doesn't matter what company you're gonna go into, you're gonna be experiencing the exact same thing. All right, so definitely, I mean, that was something that we were dealing with throughout the entire year, and you really need to have an open line of communication with your drivers and explain to them what is happening. I mean, we are lucky, we are 100% contract with manufacturing plants on the outbound base, but on the inbound, we are 50% with our customers and 50% we are at the mercy of the open board market. Those reasons were not enough. Let me put the icing on the cake. You see all these trucks, they have a value. The value has plummeted in 2024. We are starting to see a slight uptick. So we as fleet owners, when we have trucks on year 5 and year 4, when we get rid of them, and they're worth nothing, well, guess what? We thought we were gonna get back $60,000 or $70,000 on a 4 or 5-year-old Freightliner Cascadia. But the prices have plummeted so much throughout the entire year that they were actually worthless. They were probably worth maybe $30,000, $35,000. We weren't gonna give our trucks away for free, so we started running them for year 5 also, and year 5.5, and almost we're into year 6. Not only has the used truck market plummeted, but the brand new ones cost a lot more right now. If you reverse 4 or 5 years ago, I mean, we were picking these things up for about $200,000 Canadian, $160,000 US. Those were standard. And now you're seeing them well into the $225,000, $230,000, and US, you're probably seeing them about $180,000, $185,000. So not only did the used ones decrease in value, the new ones have gone up in value. All right, so now we have 4 or 5 things to worry about, but let's put now interest rates. I mean, interest rates went from 3.25% to 6.5%, 7%. I mean, can you understand what what that does when you have hundreds of these trucks and a couple of hundred trailers? We're talking about millions of dollars in financing. Now, I'm not the only one getting affected by this. We are all getting affected by this, because if you're an owner-operator, your monthly payments for your truck is about $200 or $300 more every single month. Now, that could be your excess cash at the end of every month, but we're paying higher interest rates. All right, so the amount of fraud right now that's happening in logistics is record-breaking. I've never seen anything like it. I actually got scammed out of $23,000 US literally last week, and I'm gonna make a separate video about how in the world this happened. Okay?
So to summarize everything, I am the happiest person that we are finished with 2024 and welcoming in 2025. I am looking forward to a better year. I'm looking forward to maybe hopefully going on vacation this year, maybe hopefully doing the things that I love doing, but I definitely know one thing. I'll keep you posted with whatever's happening in our industry. I'm Ronen, and I'll catch you in my next one.